Hey there, I thought I'd give you a wee update as we're now somehow into March already. I wanted to show you how we're attempting to be a bit more sustainable and live more independently from the outside world. And this is one way in our chicken coop. The chickens are being fed fermented food, which I'll show you in a bit. But this is mimosa, and the new growth that we pull off so that it doesn't take over. And then this is all moss around here. So rather than buying in bedding and straw and stuff, we're attempting where possible to use things that we can then compost. So we put them onto the compost pile then with the moss and the mimosa, and it will create lovely compost. These are where they lay their eggs, and they're the roosts. And there's the door that's got a little string here that goes up and down. So yeah, that's one way. We're doing our best to become more sustainable and more, like I said, independent of the outside world, especially with food prices and fuel prices and stuff going up. So this is our chicken coop, which was almost completely, the chicken coop and the pen that they stay in when we're not here, was almost completely made of recycled things, other than this and a couple of the brackets. Everything else we already had. So yeah, the chickens are, I'm hoping to become a mealworm farmer soon. That's the orchard up there. I don't think you can see the trees. Lots of different fruit trees up here, all with blossoms on already, which is good. And yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so we're hoping to be a mealworm farmer soon. So that will be the protein for the chickens, and then we're growing already in the greenhouse, which you can just about make out down there. Lots of sunflowers and amaranth and other things that they'll eat. And then over here in the kitchen, show you a bit more of the land. That's the onions just putting down there. Had to cover them up because the chickens don't eat them, but they'll dig them up. Little shits. Yeah, so here is their fermented food. So you can ferment any food. Anyone that actually has followed me on my YouTube channel, my own, knows I'm a fermenting mad. So basically this is day 3. This is the first day of soaking, sorry. This is the second day of soaking, and there's some eggshells in there because we feed them back their eggshells for calcium. And this is third day of soaking. So they'll have this one tomorrow. So all their food is fermented, which means you have to give them less food and it's more nutrient dense and probiotic. They're going to get mealworms, sunflowers, that kind of thing. So we're going to be buying a lot less food. We're not buying their bedding. And then in here, this is mission control. This is the outside kitchen. We now have a massive wood burner. So most of our cooking is being done on that rather than using the gas bottle. We will have a thing called a ballerina at some point soon, which is also, it's a wood burning boiler. So that means that we'll have hot water from using this wood. It's a lot of old mimosa. These are all my jars for all my fermenting. And obviously we've got the solar. We're completely off grid. We use our own human waste in the garden, but don't worry, not until it's completely composted. We have our friends' horse manure waste as well. Let's go down there. Oh, let me take my seeds. So yeah, our friend's horse manure waste until we get our cows. And yeah, we've got a big compost heap down there. There's had horse manure over the garden, and now it's all been rotivated in because we're almost ready to plant. We just need to fence the garden itself so the chickens don't dig up or eat everything I plant. So the potato patch is now 3 times the size it was, and we've put onions where the potatoes were before under that, like I said, that white mesh. We will plant the potatoes soon, but there is heavy rains forecast, hopefully for a few weeks, because we haven't had much rain over the winter, so we don't want to plant them yet in case they rot. So this is another mission control, the greenhouse, and here are the naughty chickens. Hey chickens! That spot down there, let's put this down. Here is where the polytunnel is going. That's a huge hugelkultur bed. Hey chickens! They always think I mean food. They come and find me at the end of the day if they feel like they haven't had enough food. This is Katrine. Hey Katrine. She's the bravest of the lot. There's our compost pile. Marvin, the cockerel. This one is Anchor. That is Bianca. There's another white one over there, Cora, and the ginger ones that look like the little dinosaurs out of Jurassic Park. We haven't named them because they all look too similar. The ginger ones and Anchor, so she's kind of the speckly one, are typical Portuguese breeds. So that's what we would really like to keep having. So that you can see there's horse manure all over the beds. This is one long bed, this is one long bed, and then there's another one here and a little one there. We have calendula coming up that's all been flowering all winter actually there. This is also a bed along the edge. And I'll just show you quickly in the greenhouse. Let's move these seeds out the way so the chickens don't eat them though. This is barricaded because you get to just look at a plant pot for a minute. Because the chickens are little buggers and they get in everywhere otherwise. I can't get in the greenhouse with one hand. Hang on. There we go. So I had to put my cabbages, which they didn't eat outside, in here. And cauliflower. I think actually some of these are broccoli. But yeah, these are... I had to put plastic over these, which I really don't like doing until I can find somewhere to buy propagators here. Because the mice kept eating all my seeds. So it's a battle with the mice. Artichokes. Sunflower, tomatoes, cauliflower. Yeah, it's a battle with the mice and the chickens and the ants at the moment. And these are my little onions that I'm growing. So, yeah, that's it really. I'm just trying to, like I said, be as sustainable and independent as possible. So everything we're realising that we're buying in, we're trying to grow or make or create an alternative for. So yeah, that's it. That's my sharing for today. If you are interested in fermenting though, you can check out my link below to my own YouTube channel and website. Because I am fermental mad. I've been doing it for many, many years. It was part of my own health recovery, and yeah, it's something. Oh, I'm actually writing a book on it at the moment. But yeah, if you're interested in that, not just for chickens but for humans, then yeah, check that out. Thanks for listening. Ciao.